It's over. Take me to the king. I'm finished.
Oh, she the go, cause I'm addicted. Yeah, she got that fire fiend. I'm all on it. Will she bad? Rub her hair down to her ass. Taliban, would you die? Would you slide for me? Just ride for me like rock?
Hey y'all, welcome to my channel. If you're new here, hey girl, my name is Coca-Lola, Jasziy, or whatever you want to call me. If you haven't already, make sure you hit the subscribe button, leave a like and comment if you're returning. Hey sis, welcome back, and thank you so much for coming back. Now, hey y'all, it's been a while. Like, it's been so long that this video might not even hit my audience. Like you know, YouTube like to punish you when you don't post, and this is the first time that I haven't just like, I literally have not posted anything for weeks on my channel. It's really crazy. Actually, it's very depressing. Anyway, so I'm making this video just to come on here and tell y'all about the things that could possibly go wrong when you're moving to another state. Me personally, I moved to Houston from where did I move from? Arizona. I moved here last year. I've been here for a year. Like, woohoo, I made it. Like, I made it. I made it. I went through some things, but I made it. So I'm gonna tell y'all, like, not step by step, but like, you know, how do I say it? Like, hold on. Okay, so if you follow me on Instagram, then you probably already seen this, because I went to my archives and I just literally shared with y'all all the memories and all the details of what was happening, like, behind the scenes, and which shows that Instagram can be fake or just misleading, or just like, or maybe just, you don't see everything that a person is going through behind, you know, behind that, like, you know. So anyways, let me go back and I'm gonna share some things with y'all, some of my struggles and problems that I had since moving to Houston. Okay, so what happened on June 17th, I got in my car and I packed it all the way up as much as I could, and I drove from Arizona to Houston, which was 15 hours. Now on my way, I got pulled over in New Mexico. I was doing 103 and a 75, because I just can't seem to drive slow. Like, especially when I feel like I gotta get somewhere. I was driving really fast. I got pulled over. I got a ticket. That was my first bloop of me moving there. So boom, got a ticket, kept going. When I got there, I ended up like staying in a hotel. I was staying with this guy. Well, this guy was like, basically, we was staying together in this hotel or whatever, and then something happened. Not too much of y'all business happened, and then 2 days later, we just, like, you know, broke everything off. 2 days. Like, he didn't even last 2 days. Oh my God. So anyway, so he told me, basically, we had so many plans when we had a lot of plans with each other for when I moved to Houston, because he was coming from Austin and I was coming from Arizona, and we was gonna be together, and we was gonna do so much. Like, we was gonna vlog together, we was gonna do like a lot, and I'm so glad that I didn't do that, because who wants a nigga on their page anyway? So 2 days later, broke everything off, and he basically told me, like, you're gonna have a bad year in Houston without me. Basically, like, literally, that's what he told me. And I was like, oh, okay, sure. So then after that, my birthday came on the 21st. I didn't know anybody but him, really. And my friend that I call my sister, but she lived all the way in Kingwood, Kingston, somewhere far as hell. And I didn't do anything for my birthday because, you know, I didn't know nobody, didn't know what to do. And I was kind of sad. I ain't gonna lie. I ain't gonna tell y'all no lies. I was kind of sad. So I was like, you know, I had a horrible birthday. I didn't do nothing but sit in this hotel room for sun up to sundown in the bed, under the covers. And I was very sad. At the time, my daughter she was in Arizona with my mom until I got moved into my apartment. So I had an apartment lined up when I was supposed to move here. And I was supposed to move on I don't know which day, like, I think it was actually supposed to be on the 15th. And then I didn't end up getting there to the 17th. And then, like, something happened and I wasn't able to move into that apartment. So then I applied for another apartment. And then they started asking me, like, for bank statements, pay stubs, bank statements, social security card, birth certificate. Really, they was asking me for basically all my identity stuff, and I was just like, huh? That's weird. Like, I never knew that they asked for stuff like that when it comes to apartments. And like, I work with apartments, and I literally, that's my job. So I didn't know that, like, coming to Houston, that you was gonna have to hand over your everything. I didn't know you was gonna have to hand over your whole life to get an apartment. Like, you gotta make 5 times the rent. You gotta get on pay stubs, bank statements, 1099s, W-2s, passport, birth certificate, social security number, social security card, like everything. So I didn't know that coming here, and you know, that caught me off guard. And I was actually like, no, I'm not giving you all this stuff to move into no apartment. Like, am I signing up for the army, or am I just trying to get an apartment? So second apartment fell through. Third apartment, what happened? Basically, they didn't ask me for nothing for this apartment. I applied, they approved me, I moved in literally that same day, and they tricked me, they finessed me, they bamboozled me. Because when I moved in, when they advertised a certain type of apartment, but when I got here, it was like not renovated, it was outdated, and it wasn't what I wanted. And that really made me sad. Like, I was very, very sad. My mom and my friends and stuff, they was like, be grateful, you got a place, you know, you're not sleeping in a hotel, which, you know, that was understandable. But at the same time, we want what we want. We want what we want. Like, I wanted what I wanted, and this just wasn't it. So I was kind of sad for a little while, but then I was like, oh well, whatever. Like, you know, at least I have a place, so I'm gonna be thankful about that. That June passed, July passed, August, and I was still, well, I picked Cameron up July the something. I think it was the 4th of July. I went to Arizona, picked Cameron up, and we flew back here. So yes, it was the 4th of July, because I remember we was like watching fireworks and stuff. We was driving around, and I picked Cameron up, and we just started exploring Houston. So July, August, I had met one friend. I met this girl. We was really, really close. We was doing everything together, like literally everything. She had a daughter the same age as Cameron, and that was like perfect. It was like a dream come true. We took our kids everywhere, and then like we had mom time, then we had mom and daughter time. Like, it was perfect. But then she started getting weird, because after a while, I started wanting to make other friends. So she would get jealous that I want to like hang out with other friends and stuff, and she would just like say shady stuff and sneak diss me on Instagram, and it was just very, very weird. And after I noticed, like, for real, that okay, this girl be talking about me, she really be sneak dissing me and just like being weird, I just blocked her, and that was just it. So then I started making new friends. Like, I got on Bumble, and I started making new friends. And I met Sharon, I met this girl named Bree, I met a girl named Cameron, which was like literally surprising, because it was literally spelled just the same as my daughter's name and everything. And I think that was it. But like, eventually, you know, everybody that you meet is not gonna be around. Like, everybody that you meet is not gonna stick around, or you probably not gonna stick around them. You gonna probably see something that you don't like, or you know, y'all just not that compatible, and then it's just gonna fade away. It's just gonna fade away. So they didn't really do nothing to me. It's just like we hung out one time, or once. No, we only hung out one time, and then that was just it. Sharon ended up being like real cool, and then we started hanging out more and more and more. My sister, she was still in Arizona, and I think she had came to visit, and she came to visit and just to see, like, I kept trying to convince her like to move out here, but she came to visit to see if she was gonna like it or whatever. She, you know, and then she went back to Arizona. So I didn't have her, I didn't have a babysitter, I didn't have like after school or anything, so I would take Cameron with me everywhere. Every time like I'm meeting new friends and stuff, I'm taking her everywhere with me. We going to camp, we going to Lost and Found, I'm finding all kid-friendly places. Like, I'm trying to find all the kid-friendly places to go and, you know, still meet friends, hang out with friends, but bring her with me, and she's gonna be comfortable and allowed, basically. So we went to a lot of brunches, we went to a lot of happy hours, and I took her with me. And so the next month in like October, I ended up signing up Cameron for a after school program, and I started like going on dates with people. So I went on so many dates. I went on like hundreds and hundreds of dates. I probably exaggerate when I say hundreds. It felt like hundreds. I went on a lot of dates with people, and Cameron was in the after school program. She was having the time of her life, of course. And then like the Houston raggedy roads kept busting my tires. I kept running over nails, hitting potholes, running into curves, and my tires was just I had got my tires changed like 3 or 4 times since I had been here, and it wasn't that long. It wasn't that long. So I suggest get warranty on your tires because the roads are raggedy, or you can't see out your right eye and you might run into a curb. You know, whichever one it is, get warranty on your tires. It's really cheap. And then, you know, after that, I ended up meeting Vanessa. I don't really know which month I met Vanessa in, but with Vanessa, I was very, very, very suspicious of her. Like, I don't know why, but like, I don't know why I'm suspicious of people that's like good people or like good for me. I'm always suspicious of people who are good for me. Like, I don't know, maybe I'm just not a good judge of character. My mama tell me all the time I'm not a good judge of character. I don't believe her, but anyways, I was very suspicious of Vanessa, and she turned out to be a really, really good friend. Well, we gonna get to that. We ended up starting a podcast together, and like our vibe together is like really, really, really dope, really cool. Vanessa's cool as hell, funny as hell, and we just laugh and talk, and we can have a whole show with just our conversations. Our conversations are hilarious. We laugh all day long. So we started the podcast, which no, we still working on it. Even though like we haven't put out any content, we gonna get back to it. Vanessa is very busy, so, and she works, you know, out of state. You know, she travels to do work, so she's not always available. So we have to find time to actually, you know, do the podcast. And about November, I think it was around November, I ended up like catching somebody in my car, like going through my stuff. They didn't break in. I guess I left the door open. So they was just going through my stuff, and it was broad day outside, and this was in my apartment. So it's broad day outside. They going through my stuff, like trying to find something to steal. I don't have nothing to steal. I don't have nothing to steal in there. So they was going through my stuff for no reason. So I ended up like, okay, it's broad day. Like, this person just really bold. Like, they gotta be a crackhead or somebody dangerous or something. So I went outside, got my and I'm like, get away from my car. Like, I was gonna have to pium. But he didn't. He got on, and that was that. Then I went back to Arizona around Thanksgiving, and my sister came back with me. So we drove back to Houston. I flew there, and then we drove back. So on the way back to Houston, the car check engine light came on. Like, that is so scary. We was like, I don't know, probably like 6 hours away, and the check engine light came on. And then like people kept on telling me like, you need to stop somewhere, you need to go somewhere, I'm hard-headed, I don't listen. I'm just like, I'm trying to get to where I'm going. If we break down, we just break down, which would have been terrible if we broke down. But we ended up driving all the way to my apartment, and then the car broke down. Like, the car literally broke down right outside, right in front of my apartment. Like, right, that was a blessing, because if it would have broke down on the side of the road somewhere in the middle of the night, that would have been crazy. So the car broke down right in front of this apartment, and that was that. It was sitting there for like a day or two. I ended up calling somebody who had like a hood mechanic, but he just never ended up coming. He never came, and that blew me. And then y'all, I'm still having to, my daughter goes to school, I'm still having to get her to school. I have to take Ubers there and back, there and back, there and back. It's getting expensive. The car's broke down, and I'm sick and tired. So I called AAA, and I told them to take me to the nearest. I think I asked around like about about mechanics and stuff, and people weren't giving me good enough information, and I just want the car fixed ASAP. Like, I want to get the car fixed soon as possible because I was tired of taking the Ubers, and that shit was driving me crazy. So I told I called AAA. I told them send me to take us to the closest mechanic. So I'm looking them up. I'm looking up the reviews and stuff, and it's cool. So he took me to this one place. It was this like, he was like Korean or something. This Korean man. And then when we got there, I'm already having a bad day, y'all. I'm having a very bad day because the day before I ended up taking an Uber and I left my wallet in the Uber. The Uber lady was not trying to bring the wallet back. She kept on telling me, I'm busy, I got stuff to do. And I'm just like, okay, well, when you gonna get home so I can come and get it? You don't have to bring it to me, I can come get it. Like, what you trying to do? I need to get my wallet. Like, I'm thinking the lady trying to steal my wallet. Really, I think she was probably trying to do that. But then I kept pressing her. And she was, you know, she was talking shit back. She was like, you on my time. You gonna get it when I say you can get it, da 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 da. And I'm just like, lady, I'm gonna call the police on you. You're getting on my nerves. I want my wallet. I can't, like, my life is just falling apart. My life was falling apart right before my eyes, and I was so sick and tired. Like, I was just fed up. So AAA took me to the mechanic, who was like some Korean man or something. And when we got there, they unloading the car off of the tow truck, and he's like, we go inside, and he's like, oh, it's gonna be like $200 for us to look at the car and tell you what's wrong with it. No. I was born one day, but it wasn't yesterday, and that don't sound right to me. So he's like, yeah, it's $200 for us to just look at the car and tell you what's wrong with it. And basically I said, that don't make sense. I already had an attitude that day. I didn't have my wallet. I was catching the Uber. The Uber lady was getting on my goddamn nerves, and I'm getting into it with the Uber lady. I'm just going crazy at this point. So I told him, no thanks. Like, in the nicest way that I could. I told him, no thanks. We gonna take the car somewhere else. He got attitude when he started telling me, oh, no, every place is gonna charge you to look at the car. All places in Houston are gonna charge you. You're gonna go somewhere, you're gonna waste your money. You might as well leave the car here. I said, hook my car back up to the tow truck. Hook the car back up to the tow truck, because I already got my car fixed before. Not that car, but my other car. I already got that car fixed before, and I didn't have to pay nobody to look at it. Anytime I ever got a car fixed, I never paid nobody to look at it. Like, I don't know what type of business y'all running. Y'all really finessing people, because it don't cost you nothing to look at a car. It's not gonna take nothing from you to look at the car. But okay, you charge what you charge. I'm just not paying it. So hook my car back up. So he started saying, oh, well, why didn't you bring your car here then anyway? Why didn't you take it to the place that you already took it to? And I'm in me explaining to him why I brought the car there. I just said, shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up. Hook my car back to the fucking tow truck. Because I was really about to explain to him, why am I explaining anything to you? Who are you? Hook my car back up. I don't need your services. You're not gonna bully me into paying for you to look at my car, because if you charging me to look at the car, I know you're gonna be overcharging me to fix the car. So hook my car back up to the fucking tow truck. So like, I'm literally cursing this man out, because I'm telling y'all that I just said shut up, but I really was going in. Like, I was really going in. Everybody was like, not everybody was laughing, but the AAA man was laughing, and my sister was laughing. And I was like, no, hook it back up. Let's ride. We can take this bitch back home. I'll fix it myself. I don't know. But the AAA man, he was very nice, and he recommended this place to us where he goes to, and he basically, you know, he get a little cut for bringing people, you know, recommending people there, which is smart of him. Like, he probably do this all the time, you know, and he getting paid. which we ended up going to this place. We got the car fixed. It was back on the road. And we thought we was rolling. But we wasn't. Because when we came and we rode to my apartment and we parked the car out here, mind y'all, I didn't even tell y'all, the car had a temporary plate on it, a paper plate, right? When we was in San Antonio, I think somebody stole the paper plate. So we drove from San Antonio to Houston with no plate on the car, y'all. We ended up writing the plate number on the back of the car and on a piece of paper on the back of the car. It was so ghetto. And God forbid thank God we didn't get pulled over. So like for like weeks, probably like 2 weeks, we was driving around with no license plate. So anyways, we parked the car at my apartment. They towed the car. And I was like, you know what? It's over. Take me to the king. I'm finished. I was getting so sad. I was getting so depressed. I ended up, the Uber lady ended up bringing me my wallet back after, bitch, I want to fight her. I want to fight her so bad because she did not have to do all that. She ended up giving me the wallet back, and I ended up going out to eat and thinking, okay, I'm gonna get the car fixed, everything gonna be cool. Boom, they towed the car. It was hard to find the car because I didn't know the license plate number because there was no license plate number. So now I'm searching for papers. You know, all the car registration papers and stuff with the license plate number and the VIN number and all that stuff is inside of the car. So I'm searching high and low trying to figure out all the car information to get the car back. It was $240 something, and I just wanted to unline myself. Like, I was so stressed out, and I wanted to go home. I wanted to go home. And I would just call my mom, and I would just complain about being here and all the stuff going on. I would be like, maybe I'm not meant to be here. And she would be like, well, just come back to Arizona. And that's not what I want to hear. Like, anytime I would call friends, family, or anything, they would be like, just leave. You can just come back here. And that made me feel worse because I didn't come here for no reason. I didn't come here to be told, like, maybe I'm not supposed to be here and to come back. Even though, like, I would lead with that and I would tell people that. That's not what I want to hear. I want to hear people to encourage you to, like, keep going, push through. Like, it was never none of that. Everybody would just be like, all right, well, you just pack it up and come on back. Just pack it up and leave. You don't need to be there. And I think that's what made me decide to, like, I gotta go harder. Like, some gotta give. I gotta go harder. I gotta do this because I don't want to. I didn't come here for nothing. I don't want to leave. Okay, well, technically I did want to leave, but but not really. So I ended up just like, okay, it's time to, meet some more people. It's time to get out some more. I went on some more dates. I met some more friends. I did some more things. I explored more places. And I'm like, okay, like, I need to build my own little, like, family, if you will. I need to build my own little family, my little group of friends, people that I can depend on, people that I can count on. Vanessa was really, really good at, like, she would offer to pick my daughter up when our car was, out of commission. And there was another girl who I was friends with. Like, we ended up not being friends. I just realized she blocked me, actually. I just realized she blocked me. That's weird. But yeah, so she was cool. She was, like, helping with picking Cameron up and stuff. Anyways, I met some more friends. Some people stayed, some people left, some people was weird. Everybody that you meet is not going to be your bestie. I came to Houston and I told myself, like, stop putting expectations on people. You put people into the boxes that they belong to be in, because I had a bad habit of expecting so much from people. I would meet somebody today and I'd be thinking that they owe me something tomorrow, and they don't. And they actually don't. Like, they don't have to, they not my bestie. They don't have to be loyal to me. They don't have to be real to me. They just here for a good time. And this year I learned that some people just here for a good time, and you can't be mad at them. Because you expected more from them. You expected more from them. They didn't expect nothing from you. I don't know. Anyways, next I ended up like falling in love with an inmate. Yeah, we're just gonna skip past that. And then I went on a date with some guy. The date that I can't talk. I had a vlog about this. That I went on a date with a guy and it was like an all day date. We went from one place to the next place to the next place to the next place. I was with him all day long till like 1 a.m. I like fell asleep on his couch. He could have killed me actually. I was drunk and I fell asleep on his couch and he didn't do nothing to me. He woke up. I woke up and he was like, "You want to go get some food?" And that was history. He asked me like months down the line, did I want to be his girlfriend? I said, sure. Then we ended up getting a dog. We ended up getting Hazel, bad ass dog who was pooping all over my damn floor. And she was crazy. She was wild. She was very energetic. She was just a puppy though. So, and then let's say maybe in January, at the end of January or February, I gave y'all the story talking about the homeless girl that tried to move in with me. That's what that happened. A homeless girl tried to move in. She was, she ended up living with my friend Bree, and yeah, if you want to know more about that, maybe I'll put the little thing up there, and it's gonna, give you the option to watch the story. That was crazy. That was wild. Yeah, so I ended up making a lot of new friends, building up a lot of good relationships, got into a new relationship with somebody who's like, very, very good, very, very good to you, like flowers every week, gifts, trips, everything that the girl could ever dream. And I was just living a much better life. So I ended up getting over everything that was going on, all the obstacles that went on, everything. It's like we're gonna have problems. We're gonna be up, we're gonna be down. Everything's not always gonna be good, and everything's not always gonna be bad. Everything is temporary. That's the motto. That's the slogan. Everything in life is temporary, whether it's good or it's bad. It's temporary. It's not gonna last forever. So I started living better. I started living a better life. Best friend ended up moving to Houston, and I started going out for drinks more and more and more. Like I started going out for drinks so much, I think I turned into a drink. I drink so much, I gotta be really. I go out to eat and go drinking so much that I gained so much weight. Like if you go back and look at my other videos and you look at me now, you're probably like, oh my God, she blew up. I did. Definitely did. So I started gaining hella weight from going out to eat and living good, eating better, My business started booming. Business started booming. I work for myself, and I started making more money. I learned how to fix credit. I learned a lot of apartment secrets. I learned how to, I can get people approved for any apartment. I'm really just good at what I do. I invited some friends out from my hometown to come and visit me. So yeah, I had a great year. So if somebody tell you you're gonna have a bad year, tell them, okay, sure, and pipe up, because that's what I did. Had a great year. Thank you. Had a great year. So anyway, that's my little spiel. That's my little story. The ups and the downs, and I'm sure there'll be more ups and there'll be more downs. But for now, that was my year, all into one little video. Thanks so much for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe.
And it is fine. She know she mine.